Today I'm making $31 to keep my lights on, as my electric bill is due in a few days. I already stopped by at the gas station and spent $15 on gas, so today I need to make at least $46 to cover everything. Let's see if I can make it. While I'm shopping for these orders today, I keep thinking about how strange life can be sometimes. A few years ago, I never imagined I would be doing delivery apps just to pay my electric bill. I went back to college in my 40s and earned a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. At the time, I truly believed what degree would open the door to a more stable career. I knew I would still need to apply for jobs and build experience, but I thought with a degree, certifications, and technical background, I would at least be able to get interviews and start moving forward. But things didn't go the way I expected. The decision to go back to college didn't happen overnight. Before that, I had to get my GED so I could even apply to college in the United States. I was already in my 40s at that point. My employer at the time offered an education program that covered tuition for different career paths. There were options like management, warehouse operations, coding, and cybersecurity. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what made the most sense for my future. I didn't just want the diploma. I wanted something practical that could lead to a stable job and ideally something that could eventually become remote work. When I look at the job outlooks and long-term projections, cybersecurity stood out. It looked like a growing field with long-term demand, and it made sense with my strides in problem-solving and technical work. So at 43, I decided to start over and go back to college for cybersecurity. But what I didn't expect was how difficult it would be to actually break into the field after graduation. I started applying for cybersecurity roles as well as IT helpdesk positions, because I also had certifications and real hands-on experience. I expected that would at least lead to interviews, but that hasn't really happened. I graduated over a year ago, and since then I haven't had a single interview. Not one. Most of my applications either get automated rejections or no response at all, even for roles where I clearly meet the requirements on paper. And the hardest part is what I cannot seem to get past the very first step. On paper, my background should make sense. A bachelor's degree in cybersecurity, certifications, and almost 3 years of IT helpdesk experience. But when it comes to SOC roles specifically, most of them still require SOC experience, even for entry-level positions. And that's the part I haven't been able to figure out. How are you supposed to get 3 years of SOC experience if you cannot get the first SOC job to begin with? Right now, I'm doing delivery apps because real life doesn't pause while you figure everything else out. My electric bill is due in a few days, and today is really about trying to make enough to cover it. I don't see this as a long-term path. It's just what helps me stay afloat while I keep applying and trying to move into cybersecurity. It gives me something I can actually do today instead of just waiting and hoping for responses that don't come. So, some days are better than others, but at least it's something I can control in the moment. And today I need $46 to cover everything, including gas and the bill. So I went out and tried to make it happen. And I think what makes all of this harder to process is not the idea of starting over, but the fact that I'm still in this in-between stage. Not at the beginning anymore, but not where I was hoping to be either. So I guess I'm curious. If you have recently graduated or changed careers, did things turn out the way you expected? Or did you also end up somewhere completely different? So I'm finally home. I got 6 orders, made $65 with tips. There might be more tips coming later, but I needed 46 and I made it, so my lights stay on.